Hey, I'm Brian Landry from Bourne Restaurant in New Orleans. I'm also the chef for the Gulf Seafood Marketing Coalition, which means today I'm here to talk to you about wild-caught sustainable Gulf shrimp. These shrimp are so flavorful and sweet. The shells are easy to peel. We cook them so many different ways, but today we're gonna make a Bayou shrimp. And so we're gonna take these beautiful shrimp and make a quick little garlic and shrimp sauce. We're gonna do it all in one pan. It's super fast and it really highlights the natural flavor of the shrimp. So we have these shrimp and they're nice size. These are about a U12, which means they have 12 to a pound. And all we've done to them to get them ready is we're gonna leave the head on and the tail on. We want the head on because that's where a lot of the flavor is. We'll leave the tail on so it's a little bit easier to handle. And we're just gonna peel the shell right off the body. So we hold on to the tail, we use our thumb to slide right under the shell all along the body. And then we take our knife and slide it right along the back, and that allows us to take the vein out. So we're going to devein this shrimp just like that. You can see it's a deveined but a head on and tail on shrimp. Alright, so we have those shrimp peeled and deveined. They have the heads on and tails on. We're just going to go ahead and season those with a little Creole seasoning. I like to make my own because we can control how much salt goes into it. A lot of the store-bought ones are pretty heavy on the salt, and this one we really want the paprika and the celery salt to shine through. And so we season them on both sides, making sure to get it all over. You can be fairly liberal with that. We have our skillet getting warm. So on about a medium-high heat, we add just a touch of olive oil. We're going to do this all in a cast iron skillet. So we know that oil's hot when it starts to shimmer a little in the pan and just barely smoke. We're going to add our shrimp right to that skillet. Just like so. And these won't take very long. What we're looking for here is a nice sear on both sides. We'll finish cooking them in the same pan, in the sauce. So it's only going to take about a minute on each side. We want that Creole seasoning to stick to the skin and create a nice crust. Now we go ahead and we flip those shrimp. And again, we just need to sear them on each side. That crust is starting to stick to it nice. And then we're going to go ahead and take them out of the skillet for a second. We don't want them to overcook. You can tell we have nice, fresh shrimp. The heads are all still attached. On an older shrimp, the heads would want to fall off pretty easily. So we're going to lower our heat to a medium. And again, we're just going to add a touch of olive oil to the pan. Make sure it's evenly coated. And we'll start with a little fine diced shallot. We also have some garlic. And this won't take long. We're just looking for them to release their flavor. We do not want to burn the garlic. It'll start to get bitter. So we cook it pretty quickly. We're going to bloom a little bit of red chili flake right in there. Add a nice little heat to it. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to deglaze the pan with some Spanish sherry. Now one of the things we like to do, I mentioned there was a lot of flavor in the head, is we make a stock out of the heads, the shrimp heads from other dishes. And all we do is we toast those shrimp shells off in an oven, cover them with water, excuse me, cover them with water, and make a nice shrimp stock out of it. And then we'll reduce it to concentrate it. So this is a little reduced shrimp stock. And that's gonna add a really great, deep, rich shrimp flavor. We have some piquillo peppers, which are like roasted red bell peppers. We have some cherry tomato. We'll mix that up. We're going to season with a touch of sugar. Just a couple of cranks of pepper. And that's going to start reducing. So we can go ahead and add our shrimp back in. Kind of toss them around, and they're almost going to steam right in their own juices. Alright, so those shrimp finished cooking in the pan. We can cut that heat off. We have a little plate here. We're going to take those shrimp out. We'll line them in our little skillet. Couple of little tomato, garlic, shallot, piquillo peppers. Make sure we get some of the sauce in there. All right, these are looking and smelling delicious. We have that garlic Bayou shrimp, Spanish influenced, wild caught Gulf seafood. If we want, we go ahead and we can dress it up a little. We have some just celery leaves. This is a little bit of red sorrel. Basically doesn't even need it though. This is just to make it pretty. And of course, we need some crusty bread. We need that bread to dip into that sauce made from the shrimp stock, all those heads and juices. It's got garlic, sherry, olive oil. Take the bread, dip it right in the sauce. The shrimp, they're already peeled. So easy to get into. Wild caught Gulf shrimp. It doesn't get any better than that.